Yo, what's going on with you guys? Welcome to that video. So in this one we're gonna talk about a different item build that I just reached diamond with. So a completely different role and different items, which I call a red com, because you basically build all the red items out there. So we have now two item builds that are actually approved, two item builds. All right, so we got Divine Kong, which I made it into diamond with, and now we have red Kong. This one is also approved now because I just reached with it a diamond. And if you guys would like to see a gameplay of this with this item build, go ahead and smash like. At a certain amount of likes, I will go ahead and upload a gameplay with this item build, guys. Basically the games that I made in my promos to reach a diamond, I will upload them if you guys would like to see them. So go ahead and smash like. Let's say at 150 likes we're gonna upload these, okay? So in this one I'm gonna discuss the runes and a new item build that I used to get into diamond. So that means if you are looking for a new item build, because Divine Sundra is about to get nerfed, and if you are sick of using Divine Sundra for like the last couple of months and you are just looking for something more spicy, hey, I got you with the I got your back with this video. So let's start things off. We're gonna start things off with the runes first. And this is basically the rune page that I've used all the time. Let me just repeat, I played Wukong on the mid lane, okay? So Divine Kong was on top lane. I reached diamond with it. 60%, 61% win ratio. And this one is Red Kong on the mid lane, okay? Don't forget about that. This was on mid lane, because I would like to have, like, for each role a certain item build that works for it. So maybe we're gonna do something similar to Jungle Wukong, but this is the rune page that I've used on the mid lane with the red items, you can say, with Red Kong. So everything is like, as you know, Conqueror, Triumph, all right? Legend Tenacity, because of the absurd amount of CC we got in this game. So I like to have tenacity, okay? I like to have more tenacity. And then we have Last Stand. You don't really need Legend Alacrity. I mean, this is up to you. If you want to have like more attack speed, go for it. Go for Legend Alacrity, but you got attack speed on your E, so whenever you use your E, you got attack speed already. So you don't really need that rune. I would like to have, I prefer tenacity over attack speed. And on the second tree, I'm always using Resolve with Bone Plating and Overgrowth. I swap these two, depending on the matchup. So if I'm facing someone who pokes a lot, then I go for Second Wind. Okay, I go for Second Wind and I buy Doran's Shield. So whenever they poke me, I can heal back, and you can say my sustain is much better then. On the lane, I don't have to backport that early. Alright, so I switch these. If I'm facing someone who's melee, I go for Bone Plating. Alright, and Overgrowth, just every game, Overgrowth. Also, I swap these. If I'm facing someone who does like physical damage, I go for armor, of course. And if it's someone who does magic damage, I go for magic resistance, of course. Okay, so these are the only things that I swap from matchup to matchup. Alright, so this is the rune page I've used on the mid lane by using the Red Kong items. And now let's go ahead and check out the items themselves. All right, let's go to Red Kong. There it is, and I got everything in detail over here. So look at that. Starting items, let's start with that. Starting items was poke champs. You want to go for Doran's Shield, as I just mentioned before, and of course a potion, and of course your ward. This always, when you see yourself facing someone who pokes you a lot, you want to go for Doran's Shield and Second Wind. The amount of heal back is so good, so you want to pick these up. All right, if it's not the case and you are facing a melee champion, you can go for Doran's Blade and Bone Plating. You swap always these two. All right, so again, health potion, again a warding totem. So on your first back, you should aim to be able to buy a ruby crystal at least, and a longsword and a riffle potion. So you should focus on farming, try to kill the opponent if you can. If not, focus on farming. All right, this is the key. So you should aim at least to buy these items. Usually when I backprot, I'm able to buy another ruby crystal. Alright, so if you are able to buy more than these 3 items, go ahead and buy another ruby crystal item. Why? Because your sustain will be so good, and you are basically waiting until the jungler ganks you. You basically want the enemy jungler to gank you, because then you can do a 2v1 kill with that amount of sustain you have because of these ruby crystals. So if you can, buy another one. Alright, buy another one if you can. So this is why I'm gonna add it over here. Alright, 2 ruby crystals, 1 longsword, and riffle potion. So then you keep on farming, you keep on playing the game, and you aim to complete your item, first item, which is red. Yeah, this is why it's called Red Kong, because of Gold Drinker. And you get your Gold Drinker. Then you should aim to play the steel caps. It doesn't matter really if, even though if you are facing magic dealing champions, you still go for play the steel caps, because you are aiming to kill the ADC. Alright, and you need to play the steel caps for that. You basically try to avoid the magic damage and go for it. If you see a lot of CC, alright, let me stop here before I go into that. This is why I go for legend tenacity, okay? Because of play the steel caps, you cannot buy mercs, of course, and without mercs you will have no tenacity. And this is where this rune that I just showed you earlier on, legend tenacity, kicks in, because then you get tenacity anyways, even though you don't have mercs. However, if you see a lot of CC, then pick up mercs as well. Alright, legend tenacity, you can swap that to legend alacrity and go for mercs. Alright, so then it's not really completely red, but hey, you want to win the game. Then you aim for Black Cleaver, and the way you want to build Black Cleaver is like this. You go for this part over here first, okay? Warhammer first. You will get the CDR and damage on top of that. Then you aim for this part over here, Kindle Gem. You will get more sustain, you will get more CDR. And then you complete the item. This is how you do it, alright? Then you aim for Sterox Gauge. The way you want to build Sterox Gauge is you build this part first. Again, you will get a lot more sustain and damage on top of that. Once you have completed that and you backport another time, you go for pickaxe and then ruby crystal, and you complete the item. This is where it's a little bit tricky right here, okay? Thornmail. Thornmail is another red item, really good. It has anti-healing. This is why you don't really need executioners, because of Bramble West. Here's the thing. If you are facing a full AD team, then buy Bramble West very early after Gore Drinker, after you plated steel caps, okay? This is why I'm gonna put it over here. You buy plated steel caps and then Bramble West, and then you leave it just like that. Alright? You leave it just like that and focus on building your Black Cleaver. Later on, after you have built your Sterox Gauge, then you complete the Bramble West into Thornmail. Usually you don't get to that point, to be honest, because usually the game ends after you have Gold Drinker, Black Cleaver. Sometimes you will be able to build Sterox and then the game is over already. But for the sake of showing you guys a complete item build, just in case you are in a 40-45 minute game, this is what you build after, okay? So after Thornmail you go for Ravenous Hydra. You might be like, no, you might be asking yourself, hey, what is about MR? This is my opinion about the MR items. The MR items are all shitty. I would not waste any gold on these shitty MR items that they haven't fixed until now. Why didn't they fix that until now? Because Riot loves their mages, alright? And they want these mages to be strong. So this is why we have shitty MR items in the game. And I don't buy them. I don't spend not a single coin on these shitty MR items. Instead, go for more damage. You will get a lot more damage here. You will get 65 attack damage. You will get Omnivamp, it's really good, and a lot more ability haste. So in a sense, this is Red Kong, but at the same time it is Earth Kong, because you will get a lot of ability haste, and with that you will get a lot of cooldown reduction, so that means you can use your abilities so many times during team fights. This is why I like to call it also Earth Kong. And this is pretty much the item build, guys. Alright, this is the Red Kong. I reached with this. Yeah, you can see strategy, you can say. I reached with that strategy, with this build path, and with these runes I reached on the mid lane. I reached diamond on E West. Alright, so if you guys would like to climb, and if you are sick of Divine Kong, hey, go ahead and try this out. Maybe it works for you. And if you want to see a gameplay of this item build, guys, smash the like button. At 150 likes, I will upload the promo games. Alright, I will cut them and upload the promo games for you guys. I'm working on a third item build, by the way. And yeah, I'm crafting, you could say I'm crafting a third item build. This item build will include Trinity Force. Yes, Trinity Force. I think there is no item build on Wukong with Trinity Force. Basically no one uses Trinity Force on Wukong, and I want to see if I can get diamond with that. Alright, so I'm building a Trinity Force Wukong, and I'm gonna call that Trinity Kong, and if I reach diamond with it, then we have 3 approved item builds: Divine Kong, Trinity Kong, and Red Kong, guys. And if you want to see the process, you can go ahead and follow me on my Twitch, because over there you can see it live if I reach with Trinity Kong diamond or not. Alright, on another account. And yeah, this is all I wanted to say, guys. If you got if I left you behind with some questions, if you got some question marks over your head, go ahead and tell me these questions in the comment section. I will try to answer all of these. And if you want me to live answer your questions, you can, as always, join my stream, and over there you can ask me any questions and I will respond to you. And with that being said, hey, have a wonderful day.